Okay, so welcome everybody. Nice to see you all. Thank you for joining us. I know everyone is super busy at the minute with various things, and obviously this isn't how we wanted to run our workshop webinar. Would have been lovely to have seen some of you in person, but it's great to still have you here. So on behalf of myself at Olympia, and I'm Kerry, and everyone at Events and PR, we are in whatever way, shape or form still going to be running 2020 Business Awards for Luton and Beds. So we've got quite a lot of, quite a few things to get through today, but I was just going to start with a little bit of housekeeping. So for best connection, just make sure you shut down all your other browsers or pages, because they do keep refreshing, which slows your bandwidth. And if we've got the chat on, which we will have a bit later, we're going to use it for specific things, and then open it up for networking right at the end, so you can pop questions over or have a chat in the last sort of 10 minutes. So if we could avoid just using the chat for random stuff during the workshop, that'd be awesome. Thanks, guys. So we're going to start with an arrival poll. Over to Emily, please. So it'll pop up on the screen.
Okay, is that everyone?
Everybody?
Please.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Okay, so there will be a chance to, like I say, have a chat towards the end for those of you that would like to discuss your experience or want some advice on entering the awards. We've got lots of people here, experts for you to talk to today if you haven't. Okay, so if we could go to the arrival chat, if everyone could pop it up. It's just on the bottom on the bar, it says chat. And for those of you that are here with a business, we'd love you to type in 3 words describing your business along with your business name, please. And if you drop to all panelists, I believe. Is that right, Emily?
Yes, yeah, in the 2. Yeah.
Do we just use the chat function for that?
Yep, your chat function should be at the bottom of your gallery.
Okay, thank you.
So sorry, what do you want exactly?
So we would love you to type 3 words describing your business in the chat along with your business name, please.
Kerry, is it meant to be to all panellists or all panellists and attendees?
All panellists, thank you.
I'm on the web.
Okay, so we've got Glamour Van, which lots of us know, Fun, Pink, Sparkly. We've got Teaching Talents, Unique Edutainment, is that how I say it?
Yeah.
Animals, FM World, Smelly Skin and Body Care, the Marbrook Neuro Rehab Centre, so Chums Charity, I know they're a charity that supports children's wellbeing, Allendale Clerical Retail Recruitment, 3-star coaches, coach hire and day trips, Total Legacy Care, Eagle Different Personal, Volker Fitzpatrick, Kia JV Construction, Infrastructure Luton Dart, My Mustard Advertising, Effective Fashion, People, Places Adventure, London Luton Airport, and Stanair Industrial Doors Quality. Have we got one from Events and PR?
Whatever they do.
Yeah.
Go for it, Eddie.
I popped mine in as well. So we're going to just quickly go round to attendees. We'll hear from sponsors in a minute, but purely people that aren't sponsors. And we will just have a quick hello, who you are and sort of why you're here. Have we got Joe? Joe, oh, we've got another Joe.
I'm a sponsor, yeah.
I know, Joe. I was looking for another Joe on my list, but she's not here. Okay. So would anyone here like to introduce themselves and let us know why you are here if you're not a sponsor? We've got a few without cameras. Jackie?
Kerry, can I start?
Yeah, we're just going to go with people who are here for the workshop.
Right.
Declan, go ahead.
Well, I just thought while we were waiting, I just introduce Chums Charity. We are the partner charity for the SME 2020 Awards, and we were so chuffed and so pleased to be chosen. And we're looking forward to working with everybody in the team and all the attendees and all the people who have been voted or going to be voted, and to all the sponsors. So thanks for having Chums Charity on board. We really, really appreciate the exposure, and we're looking forward to the event. Hopefully, if it's a physical event, that's what we all love. We want to be there. So thanks everybody and thanks for SME P&R for choosing Chums Charity. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, Jackie, should we go with you?
Love to. Hi, Kerry. Hi, Declan. Hi, everybody else. My name is Jackie Mackay, and along with my sister Susan, we have Dressed by Jazz and Ben, based in North Street in Leighton Buzzard. That's us. That's the Golden Boutique. And that's little Ben there. He's just at my side. Really, our involvement or our intention to be involved is to we love events, actually. We love going to events. What our intention really is to do is to raise our profile, to become connected with other businesses. We offer B2B, B2C. We have colour analysis for ladies. And if we're tempted, we'll look at men's colour as well. And we also offer dress by appointment, which is where you have the boutique exclusively, and especially like times like we're in at the moment, when we open on the 16th, I think that's going to be very important for our clients to know that they have complete private use and discretion. So my name is Jackie Mackay from Dressed by Jazz and Ben.
Lovely, thank you, Jackie. Isabel, would you like to talk? Hello.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Can you hear me? Yes. Good afternoon, all. Me and my husband, Colin Dudley, we run 3-star coaches in Luton, and we do operate coach hire, and we do school hire, school day, and also day trip. So this is my brochure for 2020, but obviously the coach hire industry has been really badly hit. So this year is very bad. No coaches out. I've got 15 coaches in the yard sitting there, no hire. So I do need to raise my profile, and you do need to be known out there. And I'm hoping we won't be forgotten. That's why I just thought if I enter us in this award, maybe we mustn't be forgotten, basically. That's it. That's me.
Absolutely, thank you, Isabel, and you're so right, everyone does need to raise their profile. Okay, let's move on. Who else have we got? Leah?
Hello.
Hello.
So we are a legal firm across
Bedfordshire and Hertfordshire as well. We work with chums actually, so it was nice to hear from them. But yeah, we just want to again raise our profile, but also learn from other businesses in the area. So this is a great way of finding out businesses that are doing really well and what we can learn from them.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you, Leah. Emily.
Is that me, Emily, or sorry?
Oh, Emily Lloyd-Ruck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, hi there. Yeah, so I'm from Islift Media, a publisher based in Cambridge. We're holding the awards, so I've jumped on the call just to get a feel for it and see what your webinars are, if it's something that we might do over in Cambridge.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, welcome. Hello, Emily.
No, thank you.
Okay. Was there anyone else that'd like to introduce themselves?
Well, I will, if everybody can hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Robert.
Good afternoon. My name's Robert Myers. I'm representing the Marbrook Centre. And we're entering, well, I want to enter, to sort of almost lift the lid on the secret world of what Neuro Rehab Centre does. The amazing work my colleagues do and the impact it has on the local population.
Awesome, thank you. Nice to meet you, Robert. And yeah, we'd love to hear more about that. That is really interesting. Okay, so those sponsors that are not platinum or headliner, can we hear from you now? So should we go over to, or we could go over to you, Paul?
Yes, I'm a long-term supporter of all of these competitions and the lovely occasion and the black tie evening, which is always a good thing. Sorry if we're not having one this year, but we'll have to work on that. I'm a solicitor that used to work with a big firm, now works with a smaller firm and looks after businesses, small businesses and some big businesses and any business really. So that's me, and I'm happy to be one of the sponsors because it raises my firm's profile and it does feel nice to participate and be part of the local business community and share with them.
Lovely. Thank you, Paul. Can we go over to you, Ollie?
Hi, thanks, Kerry. Yeah, well, I represent London Luton Airport, so I assume that everybody knows what that is. So not so much here to raise the profile of our organisation, but more just to recognise the people that we depend on most, which is our community. So we're delighted to be sponsoring the Business and Community Award. People are central to the success of the airport, whether that's the people that work there, whether it's all of the businesses, people in our supply chain. But I think more than ever, it's great for us to be recognising the individuals who have been working tirelessly, giving up their time to make a difference in their community. So just like Paul, we're a long time supporter of the awards and great and very happy to be part of it.
Lovely, thank you, Ollie. Hugh?
Yep, hello everyone. I am Hugh Pessett from My Mustard. We're another gold sponsor and we are a pay-per-click advertising agency from Hemel Hempstead. We've been long-time supporters of these business awards, mainly because of just the positive aspect it brings to all businesses that are involved. It's just a really nice thing to align ourselves with, I think. And yeah, just here sort of on behalf of June, the owner of My Mustard, and then to maybe answer any questions that any of the potential entrants have. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome, thank you, Hugh. Over to you, Joe. Joe Bird.
Hi, I'm Joe from Allendale Recruitment. We are based in Dunstable and we do recruitment into permanent into clerical sectors. We do a lot of retail recruitment, which has been fun lately. And so yeah, this is our third year as a sponsor. We really enjoy it because it's nice to kind of like really boost local community, local businesses, and I just think it's like everyone working together, it all benefits the local area where we are. As local recruiters, we employ so many people through our contracts. So for us, it's, you know, it's finding out all the other businesses and how they're doing and what they're doing is great for us, because obviously we have, like, the better the economy's doing, the better it is for us, for our workers as well. So we think it's fantastic to kind of keep it local, keep it all together. It's really important to our ethos as well.
Lovely, that's really good to hear. Thank you, Jo. Thank you. Over to Ian.
Yeah, hi all. I've always been a great advocate of business awards, peer-to-peer recognition. I've been on judging panels before Events and PR launched for probably over 20 years. Damien and I actually go back to days where we probably were wearing short trousers. With the launch of Events and PR and the SME Awards, we immediately, as FM World came on board, our business is based, whilst we're UK partners with FM World UK, that's a franchise, but our business is essentially a network marketing business. We have both entered and won awards, but importantly, we're putting back in, but it helps our huge distributor workforce, because it's something that people can then identify, they associate it, they see the success, they see the sponsorship, and even our little part-time distributors who are just making, you know, a few pennies to help get them through on a monthly basis. People go, oh yes, I recognise FM World. So we've had benefits on both sides of the coin, and long will that continue.
Lovely. Thank you, Ian. Okay, so we spoke to Wayne. No, we've got Wayne's video coming up even. Declan, we spoke to you. Philip. Hi, Philip.
Hiya. So I'm Phil Hobson. I'm the project director at the Luton Dart. So anybody been around Luton and Luton Airport? Sorry, Ollie, we've been messing up the world in the airport for a while. We're obviously here as a bit of a short-term visitor into the area, building the Luton Dart, but certainly Keir and Bulk Fitzpatrick are long-term supporters of Luton and Bedford over our time. So we're here just to, again, support the local community and local business communities in celebrating the efforts they put in each and every year. So, and I guess it's a shout out for other development going on and around Luton and Bedford that's going on. That you know, these awards are important, and big organisations like ours should be pulling their weight to supporting both the awards and the SME community to be part of any big infrastructure that goes on. I know that down in Luton, Rob Porter's trying to bring in community wealth programs, which is a great news for everyone in Luton with regards to infrastructure. And you know, that's really important, that any big company coming into an area should diversify and you know, give back into that community some long-standing wealth, and hopefully we're doing that at Luton, and hopefully we can support the SME Awards in celebrating that as well.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you, Philip. And yeah, you're right. It's never been more important. Thank you, John.
I think the remaining sponsor we have is Sonia from Regis.
Regis, we've got a video. Hello, Sonia. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bypass. It's just we've got a video from Regis.
My director, yeah. We've got a director from Steve, yeah.
But please say hello.
Hi, everybody. I'm an area sales manager for Regis, covering all the M25 North. So, yes, lovely to see you all. Hopefully get to meet most of you in person at some point when all of this is lifted. And we are here to help out with small businesses.
I'm on a business today. I've got a business there.
So, yeah, we're helping with small businesses to
to offer any kind of flexibility that they need for office space. So if you know anybody that needs short-term help, just pass them over. No worries.
Lovely. Thank you, Sonia. Okay, so can we go over to the keynote videos, please, Emily?
Yes. Yeah, no problem.
Hi everyone, I hope you're all fit and healthy. Welcome to the Luton and Bedfordshire SME Business Awards Workshop. My name is Wayne Thompson and I'm from Stanair Industrial Doors, and we are your headline sponsor. Now, this is not the way I wanted to introduce myself to you, but as we all know, these are incredibly strange times. Excuse the lack of a haircut, but I'm about 6 weeks overdue at the moment. I'm definitely not willing to let my wife near me with the clippers. It's nice though to be wearing clothes. I mean, I've been working from home for 6 weeks now, and clothes are an option I've rarely taken. Anyway, moving on. Stanair have been in business now for 46 years, and in that time we have seen off many challenges. Now, we and you are all going to have a lot of challenges over the next 12 months or even more. It's really important that we make the most of every opportunity that presents itself. That brings me on to the SME Awards, and you may think I've got more important things to be thinking of than an awards show, and in all honesty, you'd be right. However, the SME Awards are free to enter. If you are nominated for an award, then you can use it as free marketing. You can use it on all your social media, your Twitter, your Facebook, and anything else the young people are using these days. What have you got to lose? I mean, it may make the difference in the coming year. You might even win. Anyway, for those that decide to enter, I've been involved in sponsoring the SME Awards now for a few years, and I'm one of the judges for this year. And it's really important for your application to be clear. Help us understand your business and what makes you so good. Use the facility to add attachments to your application. Visual evidence is great, and the more evidence that you add, the more effort you put in, the greater your chance of winning. So, good luck to everyone, and I hope to see you all soon in person.
My name is Steve Saunders. I'm a Regional Sales Manager for IWG, more commonly known to everyone as Regis. We provide a range of solutions across different brands across the globe. We provide companies with virtual solutions, mobile solutions, and more kind of permanent office-based solutions across our vast network. We provide world-class IT services, support services, and the scalability for companies to grow and take on additional space when they need to, and cut their cloth when they need to do that as well. Everything's included in one package, so it's easy to control costs for these businesses. We partnered with the SME Business Awards over the last few years across the UK because we find incredible value in being able to support these businesses, from fledgling startups with virtual solutions or one-man offices, through to big corporate global companies that could have 50 to 100 people using our network. It's great to see these businesses grow and to be part of their story. So that's why we put incredible value on being part of the SME Business Awards. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Emily, and thank you, Wayne. So you've had a haircut, and sorry, you were muted.
I haven't had a haircut yet, I just brushed it.
And thank you to Steve, who can't be with us. Over to Damien now for the next section about entering.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you all for joining us here today. You'll be glad to hear I'm going to fly through this part because for those people who are interested in entering awards, I think it's more important that you get an opportunity for the Q&A session to talk to the judges, many here who have judged several times before, and also to the winners to hear from them and how it's benefited their business. So we'll quickly go through the presentation with you. As Kerry just said, my name's Damien Cummins. I'm from Events and PR. We run the Business Awards. The reason I'm talking to you today isn't so much about running the awards, but I've sort of worked on both sides of it. So over the years, as Ian alluded to, I've been a judge on the FSB Awards, on the Live Wire Awards, University of Hertfordshire Awards, East of England Awards, British Business Champions, and the list goes on. And what that does is it allows us as a business, as an awards business, to look at it from both sides of view. Because if you're going to win an award, you really want to know what the judges are thinking and what makes them give you a higher score than that of your competitor. So just very quickly on our awards here today, SME Luton and Bedfordshire are one of 5 local awards that we run. One of the advantages of winning an award, not just here in Luton and Beds, but it means you will automatically get to the final of the SME National Awards that take place at Wembley later on in the year, and that's scheduled in for December. We still expect that to happen, but Wembley have agreed to move it further if we need to. That's really important because we're about to close on the National Awards in 2 days' time, and there are hundreds and hundreds of people entering. Very few of them will actually get through, whereas you are guaranteed to get through. So bear that in mind, because it's all about telling people who you are and what you are. You see on the next slide that one of the important things about entering awards is that people take your business far more seriously than they would normally. And if you look at that one, senior business people, 82% of them chose a business that were showing that they had won an award. And it's why you will often hear people say in an award-winning business or on their marketing materials, you'll see that it's an award-winning business. Again, it's something that you can really use on social media. Social media has changed completely over the last 10 years. And everybody's looking for a good news story, and that includes your own customers. So not just your potential customers, but your current customers. And there's no better way than do that is to tell them that you've reached the finals. So that's the important thing about not just these awards, but any awards you enter. You only need reach the finals for people to want to hear about how well you've done. If you go on to win, that's a big, big bonus. But really, it's about getting to the finals. So how do you enter? With our awards, it's all online. You can enter up to 2 categories. I always say to somebody, if you're going to enter, for goodness sake, enter both 2 categories. The one that you want to enter, and then think a little bit outside the box. There's 2 good reasons for that. One is different judges vote on different categories. So whereas one judge may not mark you that high, in the other category, they very well might. And also, the majority of people who actually get through in the category that they're not expecting to get through in. So it's always worth going for that other category. Make it very visual. Put plenty of evidence. And I'm going to repeat that a couple of times over the next couple of minutes, only because it's so very important. But the way to look at this really is to look at how the judges look at the awards. On the Luton and Bedfordshire Awards, we have 13 different judges, which is why I mentioned that different judges will look at different ones. Every entry is seen by 4 judges. So you've got a very good, transparent judging system where they'll really look deep into your business. Every answer that you give is scored. The entry is incredibly easy. If you see the top tips there, you should see on your right-hand side. Make sure that it's very easy to read. Use photographs, illustrations, bullet points. You've got to remember that the judges are looking at between 25 and 30 applications. So you need yours to stand out. So make it really easy for them. Make it interesting. Treat it as if it was your marketing material. You wouldn't send out marketing material if you didn't feel people were going to turn the page and look at it. That's how you look at your application form. Make it as interesting as possible. There's a couple of quotes from other awards there, and the reason we put them up there is to show you it's evidence. It's all very well saying, I am absolutely brilliant. you've got to prove it. How do you do that? You can do it through testimonials, through even the use of figures. If your business has grown, we don't look for big sets of accounts, but if your business has been doing really well, do point it out. Tell them, that the last year your business has increased by 20%. Don't worry about the COVID-19 at the moment, because every business is in the same boat, and our awards are about the previous 12 months. So please don't get hung up about what's happening here, what's happening now. Just go on your business on what you've been doing prior to the lockdown. If your business is in fact doing well as a result of the COVID-19, as many businesses are, do of course tell them that, but you will not be penalized because of the current situation. One of the most important things to remember is the judges only have about 10 minutes to look at your application. So although you'll probably spend 2 to 3 hours putting it together, they've only got 10 minutes. So that's why we say make it visual, make it easy to read, make it simple to understand, and don't take for granted that they know what your business does. Many people on their entry forms will put a link into their website. Some judges will look at the websites, other judges won't. So what I would always say to you is, yes, do put a link in, but don't depend on the judge looking at that to get you through. Make sure the important pieces are in your application. Like anything you send out, make sure the spelling and grammar is correct, and please check your facts. In this day and age, it is so easy for anyone to check online. So please do make sure that it's the facts you're telling us. There's a few testimonials there, but as I said, we've got some winners here, so I won't go into them, but I think the last one's an interesting one to look at there. It says, thank you for winning the award. It's been short of amazing. Thank you for the whole experience, enabling us to tell our story and receive the most wonderful recognition. Once you get through on the awards, and I said even to the finals, people want to hear about it. And as Isabel said earlier on about the coach business, the very thing we're all going to need to do is shout out about our businesses when this is all over. So this is your ideal opportunity to do it. So finally, it's free to enter, up to 2 categories. If you do nothing else, just register in the next 48 hours. The reason for that is, at the moment, we're all extremely busy and we get distracted with other things. We won't annoy you, but we will remind you as we get near the deadline date if you haven't completed your application. So it's worth doing that. We choose 8 finalists, up to 8 finalists in each category. We then write to each finalist. We do realize that a lot of the letters are going to end up on doorsteps in offices and shops that aren't open at the moment, so we will be emailing you as well. But most importantly, ring up your local radio station, your newspaper, especially at the moment. They really, really are looking for good news stories. And the fact that you make it through to a finals, that is a really good story for them. And then hopefully later on in the year, we'll see you all down at Wembley lifting a trophy. In fact, you'll probably be the only ones lifting a trophy at Wembley this year. So just a very final thank you very much to all our sponsors, several of who are here today. It's because of these sponsors that you can enter these awards for free. That's what makes the awards achievable. So thank you to everybody. And thank you for Kerry for the opportunity for having a quick chat. Thank you.
Lovely, thank you, Damien. We're going to go straight over to Tony.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. So, Tony, tell us a little bit about yourself, why you entered, and what you have gained and gotten out of being a winner. Please, lovely, thank you.
Cool. So, hi everyone, I'm Tony Cassidy and my business is called Glamour Van. So, Glamour Van is a mobile service for children's pamper parties, slumber parties, and we do eco-friendly glitter bar hire for weddings, parties and events. Obviously not right now, hopefully soon. But we also have our own range of biodegradable glitter in eco-friendly packaging. I started the business 2017 whilst I was a full-time police officer. I've since resigned and I'm now full-time Glamour Van. So when I entered, I had not long left the police, and it was full-time work for me. I just felt that it was great timing to enter. It's great credibility to have an award against your business. It was a chance for me to put my story out there, and it's really is great for like PR. Like Damien was saying, once you have your award, it is great to contact your local newspapers, your local radio, and get your story across. So that's really essentially why I entered the awards. And since then, again, it has been great exposure to have an award behind my business. So, you know, when working with corporate people or other people, I have had people, I go around to people's houses to set up children's parties, and they say, oh, you won an award. And, you know, it is really nice for somebody to notice and to, you know, show that they, you know, there's that credibility against your business. Yeah, so that's really why I entered.
Lovely. Thank you, Tony. Could I just ask you one last question? What kind of things do you feel are exceptional points to make whilst making an application?
So I'd say there's three main things. One thing I would say is getting your story across. You know, everyone's heard the saying, people buy from people. I think it's it's the same in your application form. People want to hear about you. They want to know your background and your story, you know, your why. Why did you set up your business? Essentially, you know, it's interesting. And another thing I'd say is know your USP, your unique selling point. You know, make that a really big factor of your application. You know, why are you different? What makes, you know, why people buy from you? You know, if you're, you know, and again, if you're entering, you know, something, for instance, like the community awards, you know, mention what community things you do and the outcome of that. Again, if you're entering something like the website award, you know, what are the facts? What is, you know, what, go to your analytics. What is your traffic? You know, give all the, you know, the results of the award that you're going for.
Lovely. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. Becky? Hello. Back again. Thank you, Becky. So same questions to you, really. So a little bit about yourself, why you entered and what you gained out of it.
So I manage Teaching Talents, and we're quite an unusual business. So we basically do educational animal encounters. That's the easiest way to describe it. So it's a little bit like a mobile zoo. We take them out to parties like you do, Tony, and weddings and events, and we do a lot of schoolwork. So sort of why I entered really is obviously it is quite an unusual business. Unless you're looking for that type of thing, would you necessarily even know that my type of business existed? And also I pride myself on things like animal welfare and being the person that, or the business that provides the best animal welfare and things, but how else can I be credible? And one of those ways I think is by doing the awards. And I've entered it since 2014 I started entering awards, and even though I didn't win one for a few years, you were still getting, like we've already said, things like your finalist logo. You can put that on all your promotion, your marketing materials. You can promote the fact you've been to the finals. I know we've said a lot about getting it in the papers and the radio and things. Even before I won one, I was still telling all the local papers about the fact that we were a finalist, and they would publish it. So we had like quite a few articles written just on the fact we'd made it as a finalist in a category. And then obviously winning is brilliant. So for me now, I can actually say that I am the only multi-award winning mobile zoo in Bedfordshire, which when you say it as a statement really sort of sets you apart and gives you quite a good unique selling point, like Tony's already said. Yeah. And there's, at the end of the day, there's no reason not to enter. If you've got a business and you're in Bedfordshire, it's almost like, why wouldn't you? And it's free as well. So I can't really see there being any sort of downside to entering.
Absolutely. Becky, thank you. I have got one more question for you. Do you have any advice for first-time applicants or those who are thinking about applying?
It would all be quite similar to what Tony said, really. So I think it is just really about getting across quite quickly and concisely who you are, especially if your business is quite unique, like Tony's and mine, you know, people aren't necessarily going to understand. So you need to try and very quickly get across exactly what it is that you do. Otherwise, your whole entry would be a little bit pointless. So I'd say that very first bit where you are almost doing a pitch, write it as if it is a pitch of what your business is, so people can get the grips of you and who you are very quickly, so that the rest of your entry obviously has more relevance and makes more sense of them. Push those unique selling points. Like Tony said, I think evidence is really important, and that's probably what I was lacking in my first few years of entries. And then when I started to get more facts and figures in there and really think about adding on the documents that you can add, I think that does really help enhance your entries.
Yeah, lovely. Okay, Becky, thank you. And thank you, Tony. That's really useful. So we're going to, because we're sort of running out of time, we're going to go straight over to any Q&A. So does anyone here have any pressing questions? Leah, Jackie?
Can we unmute there, Emily, please?
Yeah, when is the cut-off date?
It's Thursday, 25th of June at 3 p.m. So you've got a couple of weeks yet, but like Damien said, you could register now and then spend the next couple of weeks getting your bits together. And at the office, we have lots of, we can give lots of advice as well to get you started. So let us know, sort of, get yourself registered as soon as possible. Anyone else? Leah?
No, I'm all good, thank you.
And that sounds like a winning application. I like the sound of that.
Confidence.
Could we just unmute everybody, please, Emily?
Just one thing that Kerry said there, if you're looking to enter and you're not sure what category to go for, please do contact us, because after a conversation of about 5 minutes or less, we will be able to tell you probably the best categories for you to go for. So don't be afraid to talk to us. Many people do. That's what we're here for.
Okay. So are there any other questions?
No, thank you.
No? Okay. Should we close with the closing poll, Emily?
Yeah.
Just while that's happening, can I just say hello to Ollie, because I haven't seen you in ages. Ollie, hi.
Hello, see you again.
You too.
Lovely. So we've got hearing from past winners. The winners are winners, as always. So hearing from past winners got 50% of the vote. Okay. Thank you so much to everybody today for giving us your time. And please do get in touch, those of you that are interested in entering. And no doubt we'll hopefully all see each other very soon. Damien, do you want to sign off with anything?
No, not at all. Just thanks everyone and looking forward to seeing your entries. At least the judges around here are looking forward.
Lovely.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye. Hope to see you
Take
soon.
care. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye. Bye.